day. Welcome back to Miss Annette's Little Farm in the Big City. Today we're going to talk about the difference between chicken eggs and duck eggs. A good place to start when you're talking about chicken and duck eggs is where I find them. Now I find the duck eggs first thing in the morning when I come out. The chickens like to lay their eggs in the afternoon. I haven't caught a duck laying an egg yet, but they've been laying their eggs together in a little cluster right at the front entrance of their coop. I'm not sure why they're doing that, but they've been doing it pretty consistently. Every morning I come out and I find 3 eggs, 2 white eggs and 1 green egg. We think Pepita is the one that's laying the green eggs, and Clover and Stormy are laying the white eggs, we think. We're inside the barn to see where the chickens lay their eggs. They like to lay their eggs in this corner of the coop. And they also have some laying boxes. Hi! You can see there's an egg in there too. Now that we've gathered some eggs, let's go inside, break them open, and see the differences. One of the important things to do once you get your chicken eggs or your duck eggs inside is you need to wash them all off. Especially when our chickens and our ducks just lay their eggs where they poo. So it's really important that you get those cleaned off, and it's important that you wash your hands afterwards. When you wash your eggs, sometimes I use a little bit of dish soap, and then once I do that, I have to put them in the refrigerator. But if I didn't rinse them off and wash them off, I could leave them on the counter for up to 2 weeks. And they'd still be very fresh. But since I wash off their protection, I have to put them in the fridge. Now that we got them rinsed off, we're going to go ahead and break them open and take a look at them. We're going to look at the difference between the chicken and the duck. Now right now, if we look at them very closely, you're going to see that the chicken eggs are just a little bit smaller than the duck eggs. And the duck eggs are going to get a little bit bigger even now because they're still a little young. So once they get a little bit older, the eggs will get even bigger and you'll really notice a difference. But you can see a difference right now. So we're going to go ahead and break these open and take a look at the difference on the inside. I have 2 bowls here, and we're going to go ahead and break the chicken egg first. Oops. There we go. That's the chicken egg. And we'll put the shell in there so we can remember that this is the chicken egg. And now we're going to break open the duck egg. The shell's a little bit harder than the chicken egg. Duck eggs are a little bit hard, have a little bit harder shell because ducks in the wild lay their eggs by the river or by a lake or by a stream, and they have to have that extra protection to keep their eggs safe and to keep the mud out. There. So now let's go ahead and look at the difference in the bowls of the chicken egg and the duck egg. Side by side, can you see a difference? I can see that this one's a little smaller than this one. That's the duck egg. I can see that. But other than that, looking up closely at both of them, I don't see much of a difference. I have some eggs on the stove to boil, and then once they're finished getting hard boiled, we'll peel them and take a look at them. Our eggs are done boiling, so let's go ahead and peel them and look at their differences that way. I got myself a little bowl, and now I'm going to go ahead and drain the water and peel these eggs. Well, let's crack this egg and see what it looks like inside. Look at that. Just looks like a boiled egg, doesn't it? It's a little bit harder to peel, I think. To me, it feels like it. And it just doesn't pull off as easy, I don't feel like it does for a regular chicken egg. There we go. Well, not too pretty. Smells like boiled egg. Doesn't smell any different. Let's go ahead and try a chicken egg. Oh, it cracked up really easily. I'll take these eggshells out to the compost when we're finished. Maybe I'm just not very good at peeling eggs. I wonder. But that does seem to come off a lot easier than the duck eggs. Now that I have them all peeled, let's go ahead and cut them open and look inside. This one's the chicken egg, and this one's the duck egg. And take a closer look at them. You can't really see too much of a difference. Now the duck eggs do smell a little bit more eggy, and they do taste a little more eggy. They have a little bit more nutrition than the chicken eggs. Also, people like to use them for baking because they say that the centers are very creamy. I like to use them for anything that I use chicken eggs for. I use them both the same. And there you go, some of the things that are the same and some of the things that are different about chicken and duck eggs. Kind of like people. Differences that make us unique and special, and similarities that make us a family. Thank you for visiting Miss Annette's little farm in the big city. We'll see you next time. Bye! Don't forget to get outside today.